Good day, everyone. In this presentation, I would like to share my practical experience in building AI agents and explain why I avoid placing all decision-making logic inside the agent itself. While it is possible to develop an agent quickly by defining all steps directly in the prompt, this approach often creates significant challenges later. Although initial development may appear fast, debugging and stabilization can become extremely time-consuming. In my view, a reliable agent should deliver the correct result at least 9 out of 10 times. In practice, agents that are responsible for calculations, decisions, and structured logic often produce inconsistent outcomes. A solution may seem effective during 1 or 2 demonstrations, but repeated execution usually reveals instability. This leads to extended debugging cycles, high token consumption, and limited predictability. Even with a well-written prompt, you often need to add numerous guidelines and refinements before the behavior becomes acceptable. Over time, the hidden cost becomes clear. Fast initial development is often offset by substantial effort in testing, troubleshooting, and optimization. My recommendation is to use the agent for tasks that truly benefit from AI, while moving well-defined logic into RPA or API workflows. Decisions based on rules, comparisons, calculations, or dates should be implemented in structured automation code. This may require more effort at the beginning, but it provides much greater reliability, lower token usage, and far better control over the final solution. Based on my experience, excessive time spent debugging and optimizing prompts can quickly distract you from the original business objective. That is why I strongly recommend moving any clearly defined logic into RPA and reserving the agent for tasks that involve ambiguity, multiple variables, text generation, summarization, or interpretation. To demonstrate this, I will show the same process implemented in 2 ways. First, using only an AI agent prompt, and second, using an AI agent combined with RPA. The process itself is simple. I have data stored in Google Sheets, and I want to create opportunities in Salesforce. I will execute the process using both approaches so we can compare the results. In the prompt-only version, the agent handles everything. One tool reads the data, and another tool creates the opportunity. The data reading tool retrieves the Google Sheet content and converts it into JSON, including account name, close date, stage information, and probability-related input. The second tool searches Salesforce for the account, even when the account name is not an exact match, and then creates the opportunity using values generated by the agent. Inside the agent, all business rules are defined directly in the prompt. For example, the close date must be adjusted to the end of the corresponding quarter. If the date is missing, a default quarter-end date must be assigned. The stage value also requires fuzzy matching because the source data does not always exactly match the valid Salesforce stage names. The agent must normalize the input and map it to accepted Salesforce values. In addition, the agent is responsible for generating the opportunity name, estimating the probability based on textual context, creating the description, and generating the amount. These are all defined as prompt instructions. While this approach is functional, it places a large number of structured decisions inside the agent, which increases complexity and reduces predictability. Once the system has all the required data, it must process each record, generate the amount within the defined range, and call the opportunity creation tool. These are strict rules that the system must follow, and they are all described in the system prompt. This example represents the fully agent-driven approach, where the agent is responsible for the complete flow. When we run it, the process works and the opportunities are created in Salesforce. However, even with a highly structured prompt, this type of implementation can become difficult to maintain. If you allow the agent to make too many simple logical decisions, especially around conditions, Boolean logic, or deterministic rules, you may encounter inconsistent behavior and spend a great deal of time stabilizing the solution. Now let us look at the second approach, where the agent is limited and decision logic is moved into RPA and API workflows. In this version, The process still searches for the account ID and creates the Salesforce opportunity, but the key decisions are no longer handled by the agent. For example, the close date conversion to quarter end is implemented as JavaScript code that runs locally. I typically use AI to help generate this code, but once the code is written, it behaves consistently and does not depend on the uncertainty of the agent. The same applies to stage matching. Instead of asking the agent to interpret and normalize stage names, I use deterministic logic such as Levenstein distance to identify the closest valid Salesforce stage. This logic runs locally, is stable, and only needs to be implemented once. The amount generation is also moved into code. Instead of relying on the agent to generate a value, I define the logic directly in the workflow. As a result, the structured decisions are handled by reliable automation components, while the agent is reserved only for the areas where AI provides real value. This design is both faster and more stable because the workflow executes deterministic steps locally without consuming additional tokens for each decision. If we compare the agent definition in this second version, the prompt is much simpler. The overall logic remains the same. The agent reads the data once, then processes each JSON record. However, the agent is now responsible only for generating the opportunity name, calculating probability based on text, and creating the description. These are appropriate tasks for AI because they involve interpretation, text analysis, and content generation. All other decisions that can be expressed through strict rules are delegated to RPA or API workflows. This makes the solution more predictable and reduces the risk of inconsistent outputs. Although this second version required more effort during development, it is significantly more stable during testing. Instead of continuously adjusting the prompt, I rely on code for deterministic behavior and on the agent only for language-related tasks. The result is a more robust architecture and a faster execution overall. When we compare the execution times, the difference is clear. The fully prompt-driven version took approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds, while the version that moved decision logic into RPA completed in about 1 minute and 3 seconds. In other words, the second approach was nearly twice as fast, and also more efficient because it avoided unnecessary LLM calls for each decision. The results in Salesforce confirm that the solution still produces the required business output: opportunity name, probability, description, stage, and value. However, the key takeaway is architectural. Just because an agent can perform many tasks does not mean it should perform all of them. My recommendation is to keep well-defined decisions inside RPA or API workflows where they can be implemented through code, rules, conditions, and switches. Let the agent focus on what it does best: interpreting text, generating content, summarizing information, and handling contextual language tasks. This approach leads to more reliable production solutions, lower debugging effort, better performance, and more efficient token usage. In conclusion, building reliable agents is not about minimizing development effort at the start. It is about creating solutions that remain stable, predictable, and scalable over time. Use AI to accelerate development and support content-based tasks, but rely on structured automation for deterministic logic. That is the most effective way to build production-ready and dependable agentic solutions. Thank you very much for your time and attention.